you think this guy looks like Neil Nitin Mukesh, comment down below, and you can subscribe to Neil Nitin Mukesh's channel. The link is down below. By the way, just kidding. His name is not Neil Nitin Mukesh. Hello and a very good morning, YouTube. So you remember one of those times when you used to sneak out from your house early in the morning to go meet your girlfriend? It's kind of like this here, but here we have the Versys 650, one of the most interesting motorcycles, I think, because I think this is what the Ninja 650 would look like if it were on steroids, and it had a crossover and a baby with a Triumph Tiger. So let's go ahead, take a ride, and give you a first impressions of the motorcycle. My friend is back there in my car. Oh man, shut. So we are towards Financial District here in Hyderabad, and first impressions as soon as I sit on the bike, it's a bit taller. The seat height is a bit taller than the Ninja 650 and the ER6N. It's not as tall as a Triumph Tiger, and we all know that Ninja 650s and ER6Ns are a bit on the shorter side, so tall riders have a problem. But on this, I don't think tall riders are gonna have a problem. So going into the specifications, I don't know the exact numbers, so as usual all the details are down there in the description below. I'm just going to tell you about how I feel riding this motorcycle. First off, the sitting posture, excellent. I mean, I feel like I'm riding a huge motorcycle, and it does look like a huge motorcycle. It's got the same engine as the Ninja and the ER6N, but it's slightly detuned. As in, not detuned, I wouldn't say detuned, it's in a different state of tune. As in, you get a little less bhp but a little more torque, and the power band kicks in slightly earlier from what the Ninja 650 and ER6N kick in. What I liked about, generally I prefer Japanese motorcycles to these European ones because of the ease of availability of parts and range of customization options, and they're relatively cheaper to maintain, and most importantly, parts are easily available. You don't have to wait for a longer time. And back when the Versys came out, the 650, I thought, I still think it is the most practical motorcycle for Indian conditions. It comes with a whole lot of stuff for the price. You get adjustable suspension with preload adjustment up front, and you also get adjustable suspension on the rear, which is an excellent thing considering this bike is meant for highways and a little bit of slide off-roading also. The biggest issue I had with the Ninja 650 was the ground clearance. Now, because of the design of the stock exhaust, which is rounded off at the bottom, and it's just the catalytic converter is just so huge. I mean, it used to touch at every speed bump when I was riding pillion, and sometimes when even I was riding solo. And also the inclusion of ABS is an added benefit in this bike. Now I'm just riding this bike for the first time, so can't really comment on how it handles initially. We're just going up ahead to movie towers, and there we're gonna see how it rides. So let's give it some beans here and see how it pulls with the added weight and all. It actually pulls in a very sweet and linear fashion, as in on the ER6N you feel that the bike is going forward, but on this you don't. Maybe it's because of the heft of everything. It does feel slightly slower than the ER and the Ninja, but that's okay. It's very torquey, very smooth, and I think the best part is wind blasts. You literally get none of it. I just did 130, 140, I couldn't feel anything. And even the stock adjustable windscreen helps a lot. And the suspension, I'm surprised it's quite well tuned. I haven't taken it off-road yet, but from what little ditches and bumps I've put it in, it feels very composed. And even though I'm not used to riding fully fed motorcycles, as in बोलते ना वो हैंडल के आगे इतना बड़ा चोंडा निकला हुआ है तो समझ में नहीं आता, but this thing is surprisingly quite manageable. well, it rides smooth, man. I like this motorcycle. I've ridden a Tiger quite a lot. 800 XRX. I haven't ridden the 1200, so I'll compare this with the Tiger 800. This thing comes in at an on-road price of roughly about 7.5 lakhs, wherein the Tiger 800 XRX whatever is costing you upwards of 13 lakhs. 12 lakhs of something is the ex-showroom price. Everything is in the description below. But yeah, it's significantly a lot more expensive than this. So at this price point, at 7.5 lakhs, I think it is a steal of a deal. I mean, you're getting adjustable shocks, you're getting ABS, and you get this huge handlebar, and of course these are aftermarket accessories. I'll tell you what all my friend is fixed in. And you get the bulletproof reliability of the 650 engine. And a lot of people, I'm not saying this because I own the bike, but you guys can head over to a lot of international forums and wow, just look at the view. Love the mornings here, man. So anyways, a lot of you, if you head over to the international forums, you'll know that the ER6N and the Ninja 650 parallel twin engine is quite well known for its bulletproof reliability. Even at 1 lakh, 2 lakh kilometers, it's very versatile. It doesn't really give you all that trouble, and it's very frugal on the mileage as well. This thing can easily return 25 to 30 on the highway, if not 30, at least 28. And it's very comfortable. The best part is I don't feel any turbulence on my helmet, like on nakeds you feel that turbulence and wind blast, and because of the higher ground clearance you can actually do a little bit of off-roading. We're just gonna take it to a small off-road patch here and see actually how it performs. Oh, so I was thinking I'm gonna take this thing off-road here, but my friend says there is a more excellent spot up ahead. Damn, my car looks beautiful. The tires on this are the same as the Ninja 650. You get those Dunlops 160 and 120. Pretty good stuff. So I think because of the adjustable suspension, you can tune it to be hard when you're on the highways and curvy roads. You can set it to soft when you have like off-roading and all coming up. So front and rear both are adjustable by set life. I mean, this is Kawasaki for you. No bullshit, excellent equipment for very good prices. So slight touch of off-roading. Haven't really done a lot of off-roading before, so lovely. You could just saddle along on this bike, Abhi, because it's my first time off-roading on this kind of a motorcycle. Spins and wiggles and oh gads. Don't wanna go down there. And holy shit. I don't think there's any road over there. Let's just park this thing in. I haven't done a lot of off-roading, but I think this is gonna be fun. Let's just move these rocks out of the way. So, moment of truth. Chalo, bismillah. I don't think that's gonna go. Yeah, but my capability is a problem because I'm not as tall. So So this is embarrassing. I'm stuck. I'm just gonna call my friend to tell him to take it out.
You can actually come. Take it slowly, gently.
The problem.
Unlike support one leg. Here. Then you got to take it slow. So,
The only problem is I am a bit short. So
A few moments later.
ऊपर वाला सब दिया, हाइट नहीं दिया.
नहीं यार. सही दिया. हाइट का क्या करेगा यार? बाइक फिर भी चला रहा है.
So lesson learned. I'm not an off-roading person. This mild off-roading I can do, but if it's like, very hardcore off-roading, and yeah, one more thing, this thing is tall. So my height people, and when you're off-roading especially, there's no level ground. So if you're taller, you actually have a lot more advantage of maneuvering the bike. If you're short and if you're out there off-roading alone, may God help you. And I'm comfortable on these kind of trails. I really like the feel of this motorcycle. I mean, the way you sit on it. ABS works pretty well, I'd say, even in these dusty conditions, and you give it some throttle, it wiggles, and it's fun. So hardcore off-roading trails are not for short people, because yes, this bike is tall and you will actually feel the heft of it's 230 kilos, that's fucking heavy. My bike is like 206 kilos, so it's quite heavy. And because it's tall, I got stuck there, so my friend had to come and rescue me. Because it is tall, let's saddle on it. Lovely. So yep, because it is tall, when you're off-roading, you don't really get level ground everywhere. So let's just take a U-turn here. I don't want to feel too adventurous. So if you're short, especially agar akele off-roading kar rahe aap, you get stuck somewhere, you don't get, you can't maneuver the bike properly. If you're tall, you can just balance it and somehow get it off bumps and twisties. But if you're short, off-roading is not for you. Or maybe I just need a time to get used to it. क्या बोल के करूँ, touring करूँ, wheelie मारूँ, comedy करूँ, और off-roading भी करूँ. This is fun, man. I wouldn't like to be stuck when. Arey wow! I'm trying this for the first time. I'm standing on the bike and just twisting it around. Even though it's heavy, you can actually play it or play around with it. Feels like a video game, bab. Lovely. It wiggles. So anyways, coming out to the conclusion of this video, we'll just park by and show you what all my friend has done to it. I think this is the most affordable. Okay, if I say affordable, all you Himalayan and Adventure 390 upcoming wali and those fanboys will come down. That is different. This thing is different. It's any day an import. It's any day a lot more better quality than the bikes which are offered here. So can't compare this to that. So putting that aside, I'd say this is one of the most affordable and reachable adventure tourers in India, currently on sale in India. So I say that because of one, its bulletproof engine. The parallel twin, of course, it's not as exciting as the Tiger sounds, but yeah, this thing is not as powerful as the Tiger as well. What it'll do, it's a lot more than what you need off-road actually, and on-road also. You can cruise at 130, 140 peacefully without worrying about wind noise. You can corner a little bit, do slide off-roading. Maybe if you feel too adventurous, you can change the tires, always to button tires. So yep, very very affordable at 7.5 lakhs on-road. By Kawasaki's nailed it. What more do you need from a package like this? Of course, I'm not such an off-roading guy, so I can't really give you a proper off-road review, but yeah, it's enjoyable, it's fun. Not as tall as a Tiger, but still tall, and it's a Kawasaki, so you don't have to worry about reliability and parts availability and all that. Those European bikes हर थोड़े दिन को सताते हैं, and this thing you can always get parts from China if you crash, if you plan to change parts. Like let me just get down from the bike and show you what all my friend has fixed on it. Sunil Nitin Mukesh is taking pictures. So this is how the bike looks. So he's put this underbelly crash guard by SW Motec. It's very hard, as in when I say hard, I mean hard, like, you know, you could literally knock anything off from it. It's very hard, and you know, you can see it's not bendable at all. And then again you have these demotive crash guards. Now he's carried all this down from Germany, and he has these mounts for the Denali auxiliary headlamps, which he's removed because currently he's using the bike in the city. He'll put it back when he's touring. Here are the clamps for it, and then you have these hand guards. Quite good, I'd say. So it doesn't have that 4-cylinder wala sound and 3-cylinder wala sound which you are used to, but it is very, very practical for the mileage, the ground clearance, whatever it offers, and 7.5 lakhs is like a steal of a price. So I guess that's about it for my first ride and impressions. Probably when I am more into off-roading, I can give you more better review of the bike. And most importantly, I didn't cross that off-road trial because end of the day, it's not my bike, it's somebody else's bike, you know. I don't want to take chances. Hey कुछ ओपन जो चीज़ नहीं आती तो नहीं आती, you know. Off-roading मेरे को उतनी नहीं आती. I've not done off-roading a lot, so you know, why risk it? And it's not as good as the Tiger, of course, but Tiger is almost twice as expensive on road, you know. It's 7.5 उन्हें तो 14 change for the top loaded package and all that. So I'd say a very good bike, underrated bike actually. If you're planning to go hardcore off-roading on it, I suggest you don't stop, because if you stop, balancing की problem होती है. Just go with the flow. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Listen.